Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ronnie coming back with another video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Michael Vurchino. We looked at his brother, quarterback class of 2025, phenomenal quarterback for his age, huge, huge potential. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at his brother. It's not as long as highlights. But what I wanted to say was, guys, come on, we need to show some support. I see that only 5% of the people that watch these videos are even subscribed. So let's try and get that number up to at least 50. Because once we get to at least 50 subscribers, I'd be dropping what my merch looks like, and at 100, I'd be dropping the merch. So I just want to I want to see some support. These kids deserve it. They work they work their butts off to get to where they are, and they don't get the respect they deserve. A lot of people don't notice a lot of Long Island kids because they can't make it to the state level for football. They don't allow Long Island to be in the state championship, which really sucks for a lot of these kids because these kids are a lot better than what people see, and they're not getting the respect they deserve. So yeah, let's get right into this and let's check them out. You know, Running back, wide receiver, free safety. Okay, have them on defense. It's a nice job able to come up, make a nice read. Doesn't matter to me. Let's take it. He's able to take it, able to come up, make a nice play. Doesn't allow him to get anything really. Doesn't even look like he got a yard. Makes a nice play right there. You know, no, it doesn't seem like right. Yeah, you see, he didn't. I feel like he got a huge he's fast. You see, could he easily? Where is it? Right here. He's jogging. He's jogging. He's not being full speed. That's what you need. You need a guy that's full speed. It took him forever to get full speed. He wasn't ready and he didn't really pursue him that well. That's something that he huge needs to pursue, work on is his pursuit and not giving up on these like little plays because it's those little things that can make the difference between a game, you winning and losing. Because people don't really realize that, but they don't really realize that they get this because he's not pursuing sometimes. Right here makes a tackle, but you see how far he flew from when he got. You see he almost flew into the end zone. You gotta try and just bring him down and pull him backwards. You know, okay. Comes up, dives. Definitely needs to improve because you see, he could have tried to land on his feet. Almost made a huge mistake, which could have costed them. You know, barely touches him. Definitely he caused the fumble right here, but like you look and see, barely touched him, and caused a turnover, but could have easily gotten a huge gain out of that. And that's something he needs to work on wrapping up right there. That's a huge thing. He's going low, and you see how much yards he's getting. Like, ready? Look, where did he make contact? Let's see. Where does he make contact with him? Right here. He makes contact at the 44, and he lands at the 46. He gains 2 yards because he went low, and he flew over you. That's something that you need to improve on is not going that low because that low will, make things worse, and they'll get so much more yardage out of it. Okay, makes a nice play. Able to get outside, gets a nice block. Okay, let's see what he does here. Comes up, you know, he can't be diving like this. Like, look, he hits him at like the 31. Yeah, he still doesn't get anything, but he could have easily stayed up, and could have made a bigger play out of that, and that could have been a huge mistake for you. Thought I paused it. You know, nice job. He's able to come up right there. That's a good tackle. He wraps him up and he pushes him backwards. You know, Diving will never do anything. It really won't, because you dive, you can miss and make a huge mistake. Right there, he's still wrapping him up, and he's pushing him back. He has full control of him when he does that play right there. If you dive and you still have contact of him, you can make a huge play, and it'll make things a lot better. Makes a nice move, stays on his feet and gets a big gain, you know. right here. Doesn't let go of his leg right there, but he's diving, could have easily slipped out. That's something that he needs to improve on. Is that right there? Because you could easily see that he's not getting these he's not tackling as as proper as he should be because he's diving and sometimes he's not making full contact and they could easily be slipping out and make a huge play out of it. You know, nice job. He's able to get outside. It doesn't get that crazy of a play. But yeah, no, definitely can improve on tackling. Receiving, we barely saw a little bit of that, but receiving and rushing wise, he did pretty well on that on the offensive side. But defensively, definitely being able to get in and grab a guy with a tackle is huge because it seems like he's just diving and hitting him a little bit. You get a player that's good enough, that won't be able to stop him. Like you lightly hit a guy on the leg, sometimes they'll fall down. Not a lot of the times. That's something that he needs to improve on is just making sure that he's getting the proper tackling because it doesn't seem like he's tackling and making complete contact with them because it's just, he's barely touching them, which, it's a huge disadvantage for him. You barely touch a guy, sometimes they'll fall down, sometimes they won't, they'll get a huge gain. And then pursuing right, he gave up on a play or two, and then he worked to try and make up for it, but if he would have went 100% the entire play, wouldn't have gotten as big of a gain as what you saw. Like that's a big difference between it. He's when he sees he made a mistake, he'll work with it, like that play, he gave up on the play, saw that the play was still going, and he worked to get it, but he needs to not give up on that play. Like, you gotta make sure you can't stop going 100% until the whistle blows. That's something that I've always learned is you don't give up until the whistle blows because you never know what could happen during that time. But yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe, and watch the podcast down below when they come out. Peace.